Alright guys, welcome to Vincent Kane's non-review review. Today, we're breaking down that fantastic 4 First Steps trailer, and holy smokes, Marvel dropped some serious bombs. Right off the bat, did you catch that Silver Surfer? Looking a little different, right? Well, you're not wrong. This appears to be Shalla-Bal, a character straight from the comics. It's also worth noting that this Shalla-Bal isn't the Silver Surfer of Earth-16-6, the main MCU timeline we're familiar with. In the comics, Shalla-Bal isn't the original Silver Surfer. That honor belongs to Norrin Radd, who became Galactus's herald to save his planet, Zen-La, and his beloved Shalla-Bal. However, in some storylines and alternate realities, Shalla-Bal herself has been imbued with the power cosmic, even becoming a Silver Surfer in her own right, most notably in the Earth X storyline. It looks like the MCU is taking inspiration from this rich comic history, with Julia Garner bringing this fascinating character to life. I gotta say, I'm excited to see what she brings to the role. This trailer has a distinct retro-futuristic 1960s vibe, suggesting this Fantastic Four might be set in an alternate universe within the MCU. This could be a clever way to eventually bring them into the main Earth-16-6 for the upcoming Avengers Doomsday movie. Also, did anyone else get a serious deja vu vibe when the Human Torch, who kinda looks like a young RDJ in this trailer by the way, chases after the Silver Surfer beyond Earth's atmosphere, flames out and falls back to Earth? That exact same thing happened in Rise of the Silver Surfer. It's either a cool nod or they're really sticking to some familiar beats. That Human Torch appearance kinda makes it feel like the events of Rise of the Silver Surfer happened in an alternate but still canon MCU timeline, especially with the Human Torch's recent appearance in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. But that wasn't the only show-stopping moment. At the end of the trailer, we got a glimpse of some truly colossal feat. The immediate thought for many is Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds, especially with the Silver Surfer making her debut. Now, some have pointed out that these feet might not look like the planet-sized Galactus we sometimes see in the comics. And you're right, Galactus's size has varied over the years. He can manipulate his form, and for a first cinematic appearance, a slightly more grounded giant might be the way to go. It builds suspense! Of course, it could be a misdirect, but with the Silver Surfer's arrival, all signs point to the Devourer. I mean, come on, it has to be Galactus, right? Now, some have pointed out that these feet might not look like the planet-sized Galactus we sometimes see in the comics. And you're right, Galactus's size has varied over the years. He can manipulate his form, and for a first cinematic appearance, a slightly more grounded giant might be the way to go. It builds suspense. Of course it could be a misdirect, but with the Silver Surfer's arrival, all signs point to the Devourer. I mean, come on, it has to be Galactus, right? But the trailer held another major reveal. Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, is pregnant. For comic fans, this instantly sparks one name, Franklin Richards. And this could have huge implications for the future of the MCU, especially when we talk about Avengers Secret Wars. Well, the comics have given us a couple of key reasons. First up, cosmic radiation inheritance. Reed and Sue's exposure to cosmic rays didn't just give them powers, it altered their DNA. This altered genetic code was passed down to Franklin, but in utero, his genes mutated further, giving him incredible reality warping potential. He's a mutant, but on a whole other scale, and then there's Sue's pregnancy complications and the cosmic control rod. During Sue's pregnancy, her blood cells carried cosmic impulses of living energy, a side effect of her powers that threatened both her and Franklin. To save them, Reed actually ventured into the negative zone and retrieved the cosmic control rod from Annihilus. While it stabilized Sue, it also inadvertently amplified Franklin's latent cosmic abilities. So, Franklin's cosmic power isn't just a random occurrence, it's actually a direct result of his parents' powers and, a little help from a certain cosmic control rod. Now when we talk about his power levels, Franklin is in the absolute upper echelon of Marvel beings. We're talking about a being who at times has been considered more powerful than even the Molecule Man or, certain Celestials. While the one above all sits at the very top, Franklin consistently ranks among the top tier of cosmic entities, capable of manipulating reality on a universal and even multiversal scale. His potential is truly limitless. This kid is basically a walking, talking Deus Ex Machina. With Franklin Richards seemingly on his way to the MCU, his potential involvement in future Avengers movies, especially Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, is incredibly exciting. Let's talk about the 2015 Secret Wars comic event for a second. When the entire Marvel multiverse was collapsing, Franklin, alongside his father Reed Richards, was absolutely crucial. His immense reality-warping powers allowed them to save remnants of countless destroyed universes and stitch them together into a new battle world. After the dust settled, it was Franklin, working with Reed, who literally helped to rebuild the entire Marvel multiverse. If the MCU's Avengers, Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars movies draw inspiration from this storyline, and it seems highly likely they will, then, a young but incredibly powerful Franklin could be the key to saving or reshaping the entire MCU as we know it. Imagine the possibilities. And speaking of exciting times, Marvel fans and action movie buffs in general, we have an absolutely packed summer ahead of us. We've got the highly anticipated release of Thunderbolts promising a darker, grittier corner of the MCU. And if that wasn't enough, we're also getting the next thrilling installment of the Mission Impossible saga. But mark your calendars, because landing right in the middle of all that action in July is Fantastic Four: First Steps, the movie that will introduce us to this new iteration of Marvel's first family and, it seems, the dawn of Franklin Richards in the MCU. Oh, and let's not forget James Gunn's take on the Man of Steel with Superman also hitting theaters in July. It's going to be an absolutely incredible summer for fans. I'm already clearing my schedule. What are you most excited about from all this news? Are you ready to see Franklin Richards in the MCU? Let us know your theories and hype in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the worlds of superheroes and blockbuster movies. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. And hey, if you need something to tide you over until July, go check out my book on Amazon, Race of the Anandalin by Vincent Cain. Link is in the description. Peace out.